And welcome back, everyone, to episode 8 of Behind the Counter, presented by Insane Games. Live in the Northway Plaza here with Mike, Dave, and myself. And all the way down in the somewhat warmer, but maybe a little bit cooler Florida, where Tyler is broadcasting from the Insane Games in the Countryside Mall in Clearwater. We are all over the place today, broadcasting on Twitch at Insane Video Games. We're broadcasting on our Facebook pages, Insane Games NY, not Insane Games FL, but you can still click on the link on that page. And we are on Instagram now. We're on
Twitter.
We're all over the place. So make sure we'll get something that has all of our punchlines on there so you can know what to follow and what not. I know Behind the Counter has been all over Twitter this week. Awful lot of polling going on over the last 24 hours that I'm sure we can discuss in a few minutes. Are we ready for episode 8?
I'm ready.
You ready?
They go.
Cue it up. And welcome back, episode 8, Behind the Counter. So as I mentioned before, we've been all over Twitter this week. There's been a poll that was going for the last 24 hours that some people got some
23
votes.
hours, Dan.
23 hours. Excuse the daylight savings.
Not a full 24 hours, not a countable survey.
A fake poll.
Fake poll, if I ever saw
Can I
any.
just ask one question? Mike, what happened there? What happened there, Mike?
Tyler made a little secret poll for himself, and then after it got going halfway through the day, he's like, "Hey guys, look at this poll I'm winning." I made it on Twitter. None of my fan base is on Twitter. All on Facebook. He voted for himself, got everybody all.
got the Gooey
Scumbag
squad.
move, all of you. I know you all voted for yourselves.
Why wouldn't I vote
Why
for
wouldn't I
myself?
vote for me?
It's a scumbag move.
First off, by the way, I just got on Twitter for the first time ever this week.
Yeah, just to do that.
I only had 10 followers.
Just to vote for
just
yourself.
But to state, I did not vote for anyone. I am showing no favoritism. I did say Tom Thompson, though.
Good. He's my favorite too.
I had the bright idea of asking Twitter, since I am conducting the new page, who's your favorite member? Give us your vote. And Mike, you are lying because I sent it out as soon as I sent out.
No,
that tweet.
you sent it out when you were winning already.
No, I sent it out and I said, well, look at this, and I'm just going to say 58% of the 24 votes voted for me, so...
Whatever.
And 0 voted for Mike. I wonder why that is.
I wonder why as well. To be honest, if I saw someone with 0 votes, I wouldn't vote either.
Hold on.
So
So
no
it was
one
a-
was there to break the ice because I didn't vote for myself. So.
It's a 24-hour poll that is still going because daylight savings screwed it up?
No, it's over now.
Oh, I was going to go and give you a vote, Mike. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm voter's favorite.
Vote. That's what you wanted, Mike.
Either way, we all...
Nope.
Campaign and get your pity vote.
I don't want any pity votes.
Mikey Donut holes over here.
Either way, the poll went on without any of us knowing about it. And then Tyler finally goes, "Oh, you guys know there's a little poll going on," after he, tweeted himself to all his friends to probably vote on it.
Oh, that's fake
Please
news right
vote
there.
for me,
I
Tyler.
told you-
Guys,
Please give me
Thompson Brothers, please.
Maybe 2 hours after I created the poll, when I actually was seeing all the reactions to it, I showed you guys.
So now all of a sudden it's not the second it was posted, it was 2 hours. Sir, that is a discrepancy in fact.
Fake news.
And Dave both follow the podcast Twitter, so they saw it as soon as it was posted.
Nope.
Am I wrong?
Nope. I follow too many Twitters to be concerned.
Million liars over here. They know for a fact they saw it, and they're trying to.
I saw
figure
it,
out.
but I don't know how long the poll was on before I saw it.
It was on. It was a 24-hour poll that I posted.
It was a
at
conspiracy
9:56.
all to
23-hour
call me
poll.
Mikey Donut Boy.
You know what? You know what? In fact, I believe that Tyler is actually a patsy in this. This is an attempt to put a bad
Well, wait.
number on someone else on the stream here to make the numbers 3 and 11 go away.
Mike did get a review.
I'm going to conspiracy theory this and say that Dan subterfuge this whole thing to make 3 and 11 no longer a number so that Mike can have a 0. Along with, by the way, the number of packages I have delivered for Insane Games NY, which means that I have a 100% approval rating when mailing packages for Insane Games.
Also,
Thank you.
Possible 0% approval rating. So
Exactly. I'm a fresh man. You can't say I've done bad, but you can't necessarily say that I've done good.
Can I ask you why your shorts are pulled so high, Tyler?
One of those.
You look like you're wearing underwear. You look like my dad watching TV or something.
I got show my legs
Taller tube socks.
because it is blistering hot now, and I do leg day, unlike you, Mike.
Anytime anyone wants to see my legs, 475 squat on YouTube.
That was back in 6 years ago, Mike. You're living in the. That was 8 years ago. You're
Anytime
living
I
in the past,
strap on the
okay?
belt, I guarantee I'd put more weight on that bar.
You went to the gym with Tom Shevlin. You were sweating like a
You
pig.
couldn't even get 135 off your chest.
I got
135!
You saw my pecs jiggling.
You heard the weight when the 245 slammed
Dave and I
together
aren't
at
in the gym that much,
225.
so.
Now,
No, actually, I go to the gym. I just don't weight lift.
you
Let's
see,
talk about pound for pound, though, Mike. I am pound for pound.
Let's not talk about pound
Very
for
much
pound.
Stronger than you.
Let's go back to the
Mike,
reviews for a minute.
help me, son, Dan.
Let's go back to the reviews for a minute. Mike did get a review. It was on Facebook
oh,
from one of Mike's fans.
Oh, was it Nick Fay? Yep. I had one that you weren't mentioned in either, just me and Tom.
I guess, but I'm not out here looking for reviews.
It's
I'm looking for votes.
it's looking for not reviews but votes. That's the line.
Not to mention the Post-Star article.
Behind the counter, and it's all that matters. I can go to bed at night now, sleep very sound.
The Post-Star article
In
with a
about-
picture of me and Dan.
In about 4 months, we'll do another survey, and Tyler, I guarantee you will not get, what was it, 53% of 24 votes?
58%.
58. I'm sorry, 58% of 24 votes.
I'm not gonna lie. I did ask all the immediate people around me when I saw the poll
I know
when it
you
was
did.
launched. I go, vote for me, get on there, vote for me, vote for me, get on there, vote for me.
I have no power in Twitter. It was exposed.
And I do. I just got on for the first time this week.
Yeah, just to do that, that's absurd.
I only have
Absurd.
9 followers.
I'm not bending the knee like that.
I only have 9
Vote,
followers.
just like you did.
Well, as everyone can tell,
Haters
we
gonna
have the Saratoga Comic Con logo plastered everywhere here today as a proud sponsor for this episode, episode 8 of Behind the Counter. It's only 3 weeks away. You excited?
Woo! I'm really
Excited?
excited to see Tito and Santana. The man wrestled the first ever match and won the first match in WrestleMania history. He beat a guy that no longer wrestles that never really wrestled for the company, but it doesn't matter because he has the first win. He had 53.8% of the WrestleMania wins.
So me and Tito have a lot in common.
You do. You should definitely meet him and be like, I too have won.
Well, I do want to meet him and Jason Mewes and possibly get an interview for Behind the Counter.
Oh.
That would be pretty sweet.
You know what's going to end up happening is I'm going to go up at one time and be like, Mr. Mewes, can I have an interview for my show? Tyler's going to go, Mr. Mewes, can I have an interview for my show? She's going to be like, no, none of you. Get away from me.
But yeah, we're going to have 2 booths. We're going to have one in the main room and also one in the exhibitor room. One of the proud sponsors, one of the major sponsors of the Saratoga Comic Con. So I think we're looking forward to that. All 4 of us will be there. What are you excited about it? Dave went last year with me. What was your favorite part with the whole event?
The community. Definitely seeing all the different work that people have put into these cosplays, the costumes, the characters that they've created, all these things that everyone gets to go and have fun, not be called bald for loving Gundam, all right? I look forward to my fandom. No! I will not have it, sir! I will have my day now. It is April 7th and 8th. It will be my days. But I liked the community. I liked it. I loved seeing the people. I loved the excitement everybody had. The seeing some Meeseeks wandering around looking for all the Jerry cosplayers. That was always fun.
But we got, I think one of my favorite parts of it is the merchandise that we go there. It's sometimes a little different than what we actually carry in the store. We do a lot of pops. When we go with video games, in this one we will probably have a booth designed for video games. But at the last one we went with very little video games, Dave. I think you remember.
Yes.
And we had a lot of pops. We had a lot of keychains, lanyards, hats, a lot of superhero stuff. So we'll be going with more and more of that stuff this time as well. So I think that'll be cool. But Tyler, you went to the one down in New York City. What was your favorite? What would you say your favorite part of the whole Comic-Con scenery is?
I mean, besides making a good amount of money there, I would say my favorite thing was seeing how excited everybody was to meet the celebrities that they got to meet. I mean, when we went, they were meeting pretty much everybody from Justice League, and they also met the first day Undertaker and the Hardys and Corey Graves, and everybody was super excited, and they were all showing you what their pictures with them, and I think that's the most exciting thing about going to a Comic-Con is the excitement. It's just always at an all-time high. It's always a rush. And I'm very excited to be a part of the Saratoga Comic Con coming up. I think we're going to do very well, bringing up a lot of stuff from the Florida store to help compensate. So,
Mike, as what would be probably a rookie attendee of a Comic Con, what do you expect or don't expect?
Well, first out, shout out to Paul Smith, who just commented, old friend. How you doing, Paul Sack? What's up?
but he couldn't vote for you on that Twitter poll.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm just most excited to see all the community, like Dave said. I want to see all the costumes, all the different people doing all the different stuff. Hopefully, I get to see Jason Mewes, but we'll see what happens. No, I would be happy to see him. I just don't really know too much about WWE.
Right. Like if we go around just interviewing like the best cosplayers that we see there, like if anybody that dresses up as Voltron, shout out Boder, we can interview them. Just saying.
That's true.
Nice.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, I said Voltron because there was a guy at the New York City one that remember that, Dan? There was a guy that was right next to our booth that dressed up as the actual Voltron character. He was like 8 feet tall.
Well, if you're gonna do it right, yeah.
do you remember the picture I took at the one in New Jersey with the big guy with a squad of people around me? You don't remember that one?
They were all right.
You don't remember that one?
Yeah. This guy, you could tell.
Oh, the Space Marine.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I gotta go to I'm gonna go down and look. But yeah, but the guy it was a big robot machine or whatever, and he had smoke coming out of all his joints, and then
Just a big old suit of armor.
but he had like a posse that was with him, like a
Yeah.
bunch of I don't know what they.
Do you want to know the trade secret as to why he had a posse surrounding him?
So people don't knock him over.
So that if he gets knocked over, he can get back up.
This guy right here, I don't know what that is. Do you remember him? See him?
Oh, that's something from the Power Rangers movie.
I think they are Power Rangers. Yeah.
Bald.
But the guy was definitely 5 feet taller than me, and then he had another little, like 2 or 3 minions with him. But it was pretty cool. I asked for a picture. I don't really ask for a picture too much, but it is pretty cool. Everyone with different get-ups and the cosplay and the costumes.
Can I wear something when we go?
Oh, I'm already dressing up. Don't ask him. Just do it.
Perhaps M'Baku cosplay.
God.
Baku, what are you doing here?
Just if you come to the convention,
Challenge Day.
don't be surprised if you pass by our table and either me or Mike fall over ourselves trying to get a picture with you. There were some sweet cosplayers there, and they were really nice costumes, really great people, a lot of fun, and I look forward to you guys getting to share in that experience because it's local. You know what I mean? We're not going to be loading a truck and driving an hour and a half south to go anywhere else. It's right in Saratoga downtown.
I'm trying to think if I had to dress up as something right now, what it would be.
Probably Cyclops.
I'm thinking it would have to be Cyclops.
Probably the guy that's in X-Men that's wicked bald and in a wheelchair.
You don't even know his name?
Professor Xavier?
Charles?
I've never watched a single X-Men because Dan likes it so much.
You're missing out.
If you're not noticing a trend, Tyler does whatever opposite of what I like. So, can you say biased?
You should start saying that you really like the Black
Biased, or
Panther, because then he won't talk about it.
You know what I really like? Challenge Day.
I like Challenge Day.
I would go as Flash.
That would be pretty cool if I went as Flash. I'd just run around.
Run around, get table topped by somebody, just run straight into somebody. Tyler's convention was.
I think I would dress as Mini-Me from Austin Powers.
That would work.
Oh
That would
God,
actually
that'd be
gosh,
so
team
good.
cosplay, Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
That would work actually.
Well,
Dan could be
Dan's
Dr.
already,
Evil.
part bald, so he could be Dr. Evil.
Clearly.
If you have any
I can
suggestions
get
for
the,
us,
I can get the bald cat from Target, and we're good.
Little Pinky.
if you have any suggestions for us, what you think we could cosplay as, or what are you cosplaying as, let us know in the comments below. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know what you're coming as, if you're coming, or if you don't know what it is, and we'll hook you up and let you know. So,
Hang
what
on, I'm
else
just
are-
responding to
An
someone
absurd
on
comment?
Twitch. I took a picture of. We went to the WrestleMania last year, Tyler and I, and I posted a photo. It was me standing next to a cutout of Triple H, and I had the two belts on, one of them right there. And if you really stop and look at it for just a quick minute, it could kind of look real. I never once thought it looked real, but people were actually like, is that real? Is that not real? And I'm like, how can you not tell that's not real? And then when you stop and kind of look at it, it does kind of look real. But either way, someone felt
Actually, there was a funny comment saying, "Is that Triple H next to a cardboard cutout of Dan?"
I liked that when I went to WrestleMania, we saw Larry Zbyszko. Long story short, he's a very old wrestler, and someone asked something similar. They said, "Why'd you take a picture with a leather chair?"
Yikes!
Exactly. That man is a tanned hide, Burt Reynolds style.
Kind of like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, don't even boo,
Brother.
Actually, Hulk Hogan posted a picture on Instagram the other day, and he was like, it was like a picture of him in the 70s or 80s. He was on a boat, and he was wearing a Speedo. But he was like flexing, and his body was like Johnny Bravo, but his legs were like chicken legs. So
still
of
Johnny
course I
Bravo.
commented saying chicken legs to him.
Good.
But I think I would have to go as. I'd probably go as Cyclops if I had to go. Find a cool way of coming up with a cool costume for that. I don't know how, but.
Are you going to put in the effort to do either of the M'Baku? Are you going to start to like today, putting one together for 3 weeks from now?
Yeah, I'll have to start working out pretty much every day.
Speaking of superheroes,
Yes.
this one up here has started watching all of the DC movies because he watched the Black Panther.
Marvel.
Well, no, you were watching DC. Wonder Woman is DC.
I watched one DC movie, but I've been continuously watching Marvel.
Okay, so superhero movies. So
There
he
you go,
watched
kid.
Black
Wow.
Panther, and now he's going through and watching Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, I watched Doctor Strange. Which
Nice.
Was a very what's the word?
Different?
It was really
Strange?
good, but like if you were to see a poster of it saying Doctor Strange with Benedict Cumberbatch as the superhero, you'd probably be like, I'm probably not gonna go see that.
Yep.
But I would say it's one of the better superhero movies that I've seen. I really liked it a lot. But I really need to catch up on like all the Thors, all the other Marvel
Don't
movies.
you kind of have to watch them in order?
No. No.
No, you really don't.
Especially
I mean,
not the
if you-
Thor ones.
I watched one. It was Wiggity Whack, the Thor movie. He's better
If
as
you
part
watch-
of the
If you
Avengers.
watch Black Panther, it connects with Civil War, but you notice that even if you watch Black Panther before you watch Civil War.
Yep.
They do a good job of keeping them each as separate movies, but if you do watch them in release order, you are going to get more out of them.
Right. But I need to watch I need to pretty much watch all the Thors, all the Spider-Man and whatnot, so I can go into Infinity Wars actually knowing what's going on.
My favorite series of Marvel ones, make sure that you get to it before Infinity War, is the Captain America series. Like Captain America and the Avengers ones are the most It's the most tightly into Avengers.
So where can I go and watch those? 'Cause I was looking on Netflix, Hulu, HBO. It's just like nobody has them. I don't want to buy the DVD.
You can't. I don't think it used to be they were on Hulu for a little bit. A lot of Marvel movies were on Hulu because they were advertising it because they started their own series on there. Now they took them all off.
Disney has its own platform now, so they took it off of competing platforms.
You might have signed up for another subscription service through Disney.
Ooh. Might just have to grease it offline.
Yeah.
Which we totally don't condone, right?
Of course.
Or just shake down some people who come in the store. Just be like, hey, you got a Captain America movie I can borrow? Huh?
Yeah, I guess
Give them a little push.
I'm very excited for all the superhero movies that they have coming out. You know, Deadpool 2 is coming out before Infinity Wars. So they have a lot of good ones. Have you guys watched any of the Marvel series on Netflix? And
yes.
If so, which one was your favorite?
No, I haven't done any.
I watched Daredevil for a little bit. It was pretty good.
I watched
You like
Daredevil
that? Yeah.
season 1 and 2. I liked season 1 a lot. Season 2 was okay. I started watching Jessica Jones and couldn't get into it because it's more of a drama than an action show.
Gotcha.
And I didn't watch the other two, Iron Fist or
Luke
I
Cage.
heard Punisher
Yeah.
was really good.
I haven't watched Punisher, and I'm a big Punisher fan, but Luke Cage truly took the cake for me. Because,
Really?
yeah,
I
it
heard
was.
the opposite.
It was so. Luke Cage was so good. Because it didn't play out like a superhero show. It played out like a superhero in a show. Like, I loved it, and you should watch it at home too.
So on a related note with Marvel TV, Shield, Agents of Shield just hit its 100th episode.
That's right, Agents of Shield, a good one.
And you know, it was before they started doing stuff on Netflix, and I don't watch it anymore, but I really enjoyed it while I was watching it.
I heard it get bad reviews.
It
The
was a
Agent of
slow
S.H.I.E.L.D..
burn at the start, and because it was tying in really closely to Winter Soldier. Then Winter Soldier happened, they were able to kick the rest of their plot in, and they were able to do what they wanted, and now they don't interact with the movies at all.
Yeah, that's what people thought. They thought you were going to see, like, oh, Coulson was in all the movies, so I'm going to see, you know,
Right.
have Captain America coming through, have Iron Man. No, they don't do. They reference them, but the focus isn't. Oh, I wonder if Captain America's going to come today, and then they all stare at the door for 45 minutes, and then nothing happens.
Yeah. Well, it's like because the movies are written, you know, a couple years in advance of
Yep.
when they're released. Those are long planned out, whereas a TV show is like, yeah, they'll have this week's script couple months ahead of time, so they're not able to tie back and forth, especially to have stuff that happens in the show then go and affect the movies.
Actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but they just announced the sequel to Black Panther, so they're definitely coming out with a second one, which
course,
is cool.
As they should, if they hit $1 billion. I would say there's obviously a following for it, clearly.
Cash cow.
And I really haven't heard one person say they didn't like it. So, I mean, I gotta imagine that it's gonna be. I don't know if another one would do just as good as the first. I think the first one's would be pretty hard to top, but hey, who knows?
I thought that was the same way with Iron Man. Like the first one was really good. I
think
really
Iron Man
like the
has
second
dropped
one.
down though. I don't think he's that popular as he was before.
No, the
There's a
first
lot
one he
of
was
them now,
he
yeah.
got crazy big. Like in that one, I remember that.
Well,
the
now-
first one was really really good, and then I watched the second one. I only watched the second one. I haven't watched the third one, but the second one I didn't like.
Well, he
as much
doesn't
as
do
the
his
first
own
one at
movies
all.
anymore. Now he's pretty much as like a supporting in all the other ones.
Well, they
Yeah,
also-
he's kind of said he doesn't want to star in those. But again, the fact that the first one was so good is why we have the superhero movies that we do now. Would they still be making Batman every 15 years? Yes, they would. But by Iron Man doing so good, that's why they were able to kick off the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Definitely.
Yep.
I also think Marvel movies are better than the DC movies by far. Like when I watched Wonder Woman, I felt like it could have been so much better. Like it was a really good movie. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was an amazing movie. Gal Gadot looked like a dime piece in it, but I mean, I
Bless
just
you.
didn't think the whole entire movie was as good as a typical Marvel movie.
I hear a lot of criticism from Marvel movies. What they do is that they kind of have a formula that works really well, but when you watch so many of them, you're like, oh, they're doing the origin story. They're going to hit this beat, that beat, this beat, that beat, movie, done. And I understand that too, but it's a formula that works really well and tells consistently.
I'm not a
entertaining
big fan of
stories.
the origin movies. I mean,
Nah, neither am I.
I mean, for example, I love the X-Men series, love it, and I was a big fan of the first three, the 1, 2, 3, X1, 2, and 3. And then the first Class one came out. I was kind of like, you know, I like the original series, but I've now come to adapt to the new one, even though I still like the original one better. but I've come to adapt to the new one. But either way, I haven't watched the Wolverine ones. Like, I don't like when they go off and do the one. Now, I heard they tied in a lot. Like, the Wolverine one ties in with the actual X-Men ones pretty well.
Did you see Logan?
No, but see, that's what I want to watch.
Oh, God!
I heard that really ties into the
Watch
series.
it!
Pretty good. But I didn't like what I heard about the movie, but it is what it is.
Quan Lee, eat beef, Mike.
Classic
But
from
either
high
way,
school.
I mean, I've never been a big fan of the origins when they go off and do their own. Like the Deadpool, I want to watch Deadpool. I'll be honest, out of all the superheroes out there, I can't stand Deadpool. I think he makes a mockery of the superhero genre, but
that's what he is. So
I get
yes.
that, but that's my point of it, and I don't.
And that's totally fine because you know what the character is.
Right.
Like,
And
it's
this
not
is
like,
why Dan is considered bald. I mean, this
No.
is plain and simple.
there are
Plain and
plenty of
simple,
people.
Dan is bald for that.
There are plenty of people who don't like the fact that Deadpool looks straight at the comic book reader and goes, "Ha! Wonder if there's gonna be a bad guy on the other side of the door." Opens door and goes, "Who knew?" And then just shuts
See,
it.
I don't find that funny. That comedy isn't funny to
Isn't
me.
that nice? Isn't that refreshing? It's not like the same old comic superhero type movie. It's something different. I think that's why Deadpool is so popular, is because it is a different type.
I
of
get that.
superhero.
I just don't like it. I don't. To me, that comedy isn't funny. I
It's
guess.
the same. It's the same idea as like
You
I
just
like
don't
it.
Watch comedies, Dan. You
What?
don't like comedy movies, so you like Days of Our Lives. So
Never watched that once before ever, but okay.
It's the idea that like you can't make everybody happy, so don't make everybody happy. Make something for the people that's the sort of thing they like. It's the same thing as every movie when they reach too far to try to make too many people happy. It's gonna suck because you're gonna wind up pleasing zero people.
That's why I give
Right.
Fox a lot of credit for greenlighting Deadpool, although they really had to have the arm twisted to do it. They weren't trying to please everybody. It wasn't going for the same crowd as all the superhero
Yep.
movies. And it did really well because the people it was aimed to were really, really receptive to it, as
Yes.
opposed to just, oh, it was okay because they tried to broaden the market.
Definitely.
Mike,
yeah.
what's your favorite superhero movie?
I like a lot of them, but maybe the third Batman, the Bane one. I like the Joker one a little better, but I like all the Bane jokes.
Again,
I like
Tom Hardy being a good
Yeah,
actor.
Tom Hardy. I like the DC movies too, though. I don't see any love for the DC ones. I like Batman.
Which one do you like?
I like the Batman versus Superman. I like Henry Cavill as Superman,
Mike is a DC
I think
guy.
he's
I
wet.
think.
I
but
haven't seen that one. I heard that one was pretty good, but I also heard criticism to Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck was perfect. I'll
I
take
will
it.
admit, a lot of people hated on Ben Affleck at first, but even after I watched the movie, he did a pretty good job.
The weightlifting scene. Oh my god.
He had a lot to live up with Christian Bale just finishing his role.
I wish Christian Bale just stayed as Batman. He's like the perfect.
I do
Batman.
too, but I think they
I
couldn't
thought
get
Val
him,
Kilmer
and
was a good Batman too.
I thought Ben Affleck played a great older Batman.
Same with George Clooney. Awesome Batman.
He's actually the worst Batman out of any of
I
them.
love George Clooney as Batman.
I'm just saying that to make Dave puke some more.
Oh God.
The
Bat
Arnold is
nipples
Mr.
and bat
Face.
credit cards and too much.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break so we can pick that up over there that Dave just puked everywhere. Make sure you follow us, subscribe to us on all of our channels. Insane Video Games on Twitch, Insane Games New York and FL on Facebook, Behind the Counter on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be right back. And we're back live for episode 8 of Behind the Counter. Still talking a little comic superheroes and so on. And I just voiced my displeasure with Deadpool. Dave showed his displeasure for Batman and George Clooney.
My displeasure for Val Kilmer and George Clooney. Thank you very much. The last question
the
posed to
combination.
everybody was what our favorite superheroes are. So what is your favorite superhero movie that you've seen up to this point?
My favorite would be probably Days of Future Past.
X-Men Days of Future Past?
However, I really did like Justice League. I was very happy with that one.
All right.
So that one comes out on Tuesday, by the way. And my whole mission of collecting all the superhero movies on Blu-ray, I'll have to go get that one myself.
Nice.
But yeah,
Tyler, what's your favorite superhero film?
Well, besides Black Panther, because I would probably consider that, up there. I mean, it hit all the sweet spots for me. I would probably have to say, God. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably Black Panther. I'm probably gonna have to stick with Black Panther because I haven't seen one that tops that yet.
Totally understandable. Mine is Batman Begins. The Michael Keaton Batman. You've got, what's his name as the Penguin?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is the Penguin. It played so well.
That's not Batman Begins.
Isn't that the
That
one
Batman Begins.
Batman
Batman
Begins.
Returns. Batman
Okay.
Returns.
You can't even get it right.
It came out the year I was born. I was
my favorite
raised with that
superhero
movie.
This is my favorite movie. I don't know.
You were merely adapted
One of my
it. I was born.
God, Dane.
Forgetting that movie.
Molded by it.
I was molded by it.
And that's-
actually, now that I think about it, which one was it? Was the Dark Knight? Which Dark Knight was it that had Heath Ledger in it?
That was The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Just the Dark Knight?
Yep.
I would probably say that's a very close second to Black Panther.
Actually, I forgot about that one. That one is pretty good.
Yeah, like I would be choosing between that one and Captain America: The First Avenger for me. It was somewhere between those two.
But I'm also catching up to the superhero scene, so my opinion probably doesn't matter. It's not as weighted as some of you guys' but that's fine. It's all right.
Everyone's opinion matters, Tyler. Tyler's opinion doesn't matter.
Are you paying money to see to buy tickets to see the movies?
No, well, I
That was
watched
the
all
end.
the Marvel ones that were on Netflix and the one that was on HBO, but Black Panther I did.
So what you're saying is, up to this point, no. But to get an opinion that matters, pay to go to the tickets to buy tickets. Pay the money in so that you too, your voice will be heard.
I met Gal Gadot, so I mean, technically my opinion is kind of weighted.
Yelling at the back of someone's head for a mile away does not count.
Well, a mile away because I'm a mile shorter than her, right?
Because what you're saying, by that same effect, I screamed in Brock Lesnar's face and didn't get knocked out for it. Because I was at WrestleMania, sitting in my seat, nachos in this hand, giant gulp in the other, going, "You suck!"
Yeah, but weren't you
ballsy,
way
Dave.
up there?
I may or may not have been in the nosebleeds, but he may or may not have looked in my direction while I was yelling at him, so it all counts.
Henry Cavill walked right by me.
Did he have a mustache?
No, he had a shave.
I made sweet love with my eyes to the Bella twins. No big deal.
I will say this:
Gross.
we
NBD.
got
Gross.
in the same Comic Con that Tyler saw those. We originally got there, and it was a disaster trying to figure out where the booth was. And I don't know if Tyler remembers. We got there
I
10,
remember.
20 minutes before the event was actually starting, and we're like on the bottom floor. No one was telling us where to go. So I'm really I don't think I've gotten mad too often to this extent, but I'm there with a cart of stuff. No one tell me where to go. No one knows where our booth is. I'm really getting pissed. And they go, "Oh, you're on the elevator." So I go down the elevator. Well, that leads me to the VIP drive-in where everyone drives in with their Escalades and their limos and all that. So I'm walking, and this out of the blue, here comes Corey Graves with his posse of people, and I'm going. I can't even enjoy the moment because I'm so mad right now trying to figure out where I need to be. And there's Corey Graves that walks right by me. I go, "Oh, wow, look at that, there's Corey Graves." And I remember I said something to him. He kept going. And then by the end of the event, I saw Henry Cavill in the same spot. Because as exhibitors, we were allowed to walk back there, but I don't think we could go up and ask them for an autograph or anything, but we could see them walking in and out.
It's a quick way to get punched out.
You would have got punched in the face.
Probably. He had enough people around him where I probably couldn't even get within 2 feet.
Superman.
Sir, get away!
Hey, buddy.
So, as we're talking superhero movies, every year, there's more and more coming out every year.
Yes.
And I think it's kind of the idea that I think actors want their own superhero. It's almost like if you're an actor or an actress and don't have a superhero, then you're not really an actor. It's almost like everyone wants one these days. It's like, let me give you a list of the ones that are coming out for the next 2 years. We have Infinity War coming out 2018.
Yep.
We have Deadpool 2 coming out 2018. Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out in 2018. Venom coming out in 2018.
Tom Hardy.
X-Men Dark Phoenix coming out in 2018. These are all Marvel ones. In 2019, we have Silver and Black, The New Mutants, Captain Marvel, an untitled Avengers movie, Gambit, another untitled Spider-Man movie, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Those are
Oh,
only
God.
those are only Marvel.
That.
Now if I go to DC, let me see which ones are coming out for DC.
Wait a minute.
Ben Affleck, please.
Wait, who's playing Gambit? I feel like that's gonna be a good movie.
I like that guy.
Real quick, 2018, the only one for DC is Aquaman.
Ooh, God.
Shazam. Isn't The Rock in
Aquaman
Shazam?
is gonna be the best.
Who's in Shazam? Is that The Rock?
The
I
Rock.
thought Shaq was in Shazam.
Well, he's
And Dave, Jason Momoa is an Aquaman. I'm seeing it.
Exactly.
we have.
It's going to
I don't know
be
what
Blind
the
Man
kitchen
Wet.
is,
That's Mike's movie right there, Aquaman.
but we have
He's the hero of water. Come on.
God of wetness.
Water wet though. Man.
He lives under the sea.
We have the kitchen, whatever that
That
is,
works better.
and we have Wonder Woman 2 coming
Yeah, I
out in
saw that they were coming
2019.
out. They announced the sequel to Wonder Woman.
I gotta
That's
see
gonna
what
be a good
I gotta
movie.
see
I'm
what
very
this
excited
kitchen
for
is all
The
about.
Wonder Woman second movie.
Vertigo.
You need to see the Spider-Man movies because I feel
I don't
like
know what that
Tom
is.
I saw Tom Holland play Spider-Man in Civil War and he was amazing. And I need to see the Spider-Man movies. I feel like those could be up there.
So
for my
based
top
off
movies
of
as well.
what I'm seeing here, Marvel way outshines DC in the next 2
Well-
years for movies.
DC, Marvel's owned by who again?
Disney.
Yeah. And they
The
have
House of Mouse.
gobs and gobs of money to throw at making films. DC, on the other hand, has to go up with and offer a pair of flip-flops to a producer to be like, please, give us money for another movie. We won't do bad this time.
The other difference is that Marvel, for the most of the ones that are there, are owned by Marvel. It is Marvel Studios that's doing it, with the exception of a couple that are done by Fox. Whereas DC is like they got to go through WB, that is also producing how many other movies a year.
Yep.
Has anyone taken a look at how many people are in the Avengers Infinity War?
It is starting to get a little out of
Crazy.
hand every time.
Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr., Josh Brolin, Mark Garofalo, Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Jeremy Renner,
As a
Vin
nerd,
Diesel,
Whoa.
yeah,
Bradley
he's Groot.
Cooper. Bradley Cooper's
Vin
in
Diesel's
it.
Groot, so of
Don
course he's in
Cheadle,
it.
Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tom Holland,
Yes.
Rocket.
everybody.
Scarlett
Every
Johansson.
last
So-
man.
When you see Infinity War, because I know you will see why every Marvel intellectual property is involved in it. Because those stones in that gauntlet that everyone's been showing, and all those movies and all those things, make such a major impact on the entirety of just the Marvel continuum as a universe itself. It's not even funny. Like.
Don't forget Stan Lee. He's definitely going to be in it.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope so, because the first Marvel film that he's not in it, I'm just going to start crying.
And God knows how many
That'll be
people are in
sad.
it that aren't credited.
Yet.
Stan Lee is they're saying he's gonna be
Well, the thing is, with
cameo.
so many major players in it and so many characters that have had their own movies and such, either people are going to get shafted and not like have barely any time aside from like a cameo, or the movie's going to be like 17 hours long.
Yep.
Oh God, Angela Bassett is in there playing Ramonda from Wakanda, the mother of the Black Panther.
She's the mother to T'Challa.
American Horror Story
Yeah.
alumni.
So, never mind.
That movie. So what you're saying is that movie
I got
has
confused for a minute. I was thinking Black Panther was DC. I don't know why. So I got confused for a second.
so what you're saying is that movie has a gigantic upfront budget, so hopefully it does well, because otherwise people are going to have to sell some stuff out of their houses.
Dave Bautista's in it.
God.
I think the biggest question though is Duke Winston gonna be in it?
I've heard some talks that M'Baku could be the next villain in the Black Panther too. In the comics, his character was a lot less
Amicable.
yeah, he wasn't so nice as he was in the movies.
So what were you two babbling about yesterday? Is that like a saying that's in the movie? Obviously, it is, but you guys,
We don't have to go all
You
out.
had to address it, didn't you?
which one
just had to bring it up.
Which one can do it the best?
I haven't practiced enough, but
Did you practice it?
So-
perhaps we could do
Wait,
a little
I'm putting both
team.
of you on the spot right now to
Wait,
see
wait,
who
wait.
knows more about it.
Wait, I want to preface it, Tyler.
Better because he looks like a gorilla.
So before either of the two of them do an impression of it, it's a scene. They were directly while we were playing yesterday quoting a full scene from memory from the Black Panther film.
I wasn't.
So it's a scene where the Black Panther becomes the leader of Wakanda. All the tribes gather in one place, and as is tradition, people are allowed to challenge that this particular person, and I'm so happy the two of you didn't jump in on that. But it's a rite of passage that all of the clans get a right to, in this moment and then no time past, challenge to be the leader of the
nation.
Of the nation. Thank you, of Wakanda. So M'Baku, the leader of the
Jabari tribe.
Thank you. Comes forward. Now, no one ever sees them. No one ever talks to them. They don't.
I wish we had a script. Where I could be T'Challa and Mike could be M'Baku. I feel like that would be the perfect script.
So who's gonna do it?
I lost
Yesterday, while we were playing Fortnite on twitch.tv/insane gaming,
Insane video games.
Insane video games, thank you. If you played Fortnite with us, you heard just a ton of this scene every time the round restarted.
What are you doing here?
It's challenge day.
See, I think Mike does it better because I can't do the voice better than he can. Watch the mountains.
As your technological advancement. Forget the whole thing.
By a child who scoffs at tradition. And this boy who wants
God.
didn't even protect his own father. We will not have it. I said
We will not have it
Oh
all.
my God. I regret bringing this up.
You should regret bringing this up. But
I accept your challenge.
I am very happy that scene, with its significance to the storyline and everything, stuck with you guys so much. But that specifically, Tyler, could you do that one more time without me talking over it?
It's challenge day.
That is going to haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna.
I'm surprised I didn't have a dream last night of me being T'Challa.
Oh God.
Saying, M'Baku, what are you doing here?
I'm very happy you, the
Challenge day.
scrawny white guy, didn't imagine yourself as the Black Panther. You can have so many other Marvel IPs. So many.
Why can't I?
Let me get out a dissertation about this, and we'll talk about it after the podcast.
I feel like if you want to be Superman, be Superman. If you want to be Black Panther, be Black Panther.
Absolutely, I agree.
It's for all.
You're right.
All to enjoy.
Come on.
You're right. I'll take that back. I'll you know.
Also, what's been going on a lot this week.
We'll edit that part out.
No, we won't.
On top of all these conversations we've been having about that, we also been doing an awful lot of Fortnite this week. And yours truly got in and started playing it for the first time. I'm god awful, but I am kind of intrigued with the game.
Have you gotten your first kill? Did you get
I
that
did. I
last
got a
night?
few yesterday.
He got.
It was very, very satisfying getting the kill in Fortnite.
When did you get your first kill, man?
To take somebody who is playing the game just as hard as you and take them out of the game, very satifying.
Did you do the dance on their
What
body
gun
after?
did you kill him with?
My first one was with a pistol. I think I
Oh,
saved
God.
Dave, didn't I? Dave, and then I came around the corner with a pistol and I got the guy.
Yep.
There's no better feeling than killing someone in Fortnite, I must say. Because you immediately eliminate them, you know the frustration, you know the anger, you know that they're screaming, you know that they are immediately going to be pressing the return to lobby page, and there's just no better feeling.
So much pleasure.
Much pleasure. What could say orgasmic?
Oh, God. It's pretty much like challenge day every time you hop out of that bus.
But there's really a strategy. There's really a strategy of how to play the game. I mean, basically, the whole thing is, we had Luke in here earlier in the week, and he played, and he actually, the minute we turned Twitch off, he won the game that he was doing.
Yeah.
But see, I almost enjoy more watching someone who's very good at it play the game, because it's almost like you're like rooting for them to go all the way, and it's like, then you'll go half the game and you don't see anyone. I think it's very easy to get in the top 25. You just. I mean, I don't know how many times.
It's solos, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but I think people get in a busy spot on purpose just to go after people, and I think
fun.
Let's go to the busy spots to get all the loot. You gotta get the good stuff, like Tilted Towers. Is the place to go because they have so much loot there that you have the chance to get like an epic gun or a legendary gun. And you don't get those at some of the outside places, so that's why people go there. I'm afraid to go there just because I'm gonna get murdered. I went to Tilted Towers once and I finished 96th. Was not a good experience.
It's all about Dusty Depot. That's where true battles take place.
It's all about Greasy Grove. That's named after him.
I will say the names of the areas are pretty cool. There's like Moist something.
Moisty Meyer.
Let's give it a try here. I'm gonna go live right now and do one right on camera.
Oh my god!
Let's see how far I can get on one.
Dan, are you sure you want to go live with the four of us watching you play?
Why not? I already get mocked left and right to begin with. So what's the
Dan,
point?
what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
It's challenge day.
So, okay.
Where you get? I bet you land in Anarchy Fields or whatever it's called, and you're just gonna go around there and you're gonna say, "Oh, I finished it, top 25, 0 kills, no big deal."
I forgot how long it takes to load into it, so we'll let it go. But my opinion is I'm very intimidated with the game. When I look at Luke playing, there's no way I can get to the skill level of Luke playing this game. So when I get in.
Ton of hours in that game.
Right. So it's almost like, should I even bother trying to attempt to learn how to play the game? Because I'm never going to be that good. I just know it. So I'm just kind of playing for the fun of it. And then I'm god awful at the game. I'm just god awful.
It just takes time.
But I am intrigued. I've been somewhat intrigued to play it.
It's just like any other video game. It takes a ton of playing to get better at it.
Right.
And that's all it is. Well, that and just having the base general knowledge of where a player's coming from, where are they going to, what weapons should you be using, how to build those forts really quickly,
right.
What materials are you doing.
That's my problem is building. I'm not good at. First off, getting a kill. I understand the knowledge of the game. I'm having a tough time getting kills, and I'm having a tough time figuring out how to build things real quick to my advantage. Tyler, you just started playing. Do you feel like you're getting better at it?
Yeah.
You've been playing a little bit longer than us.
It takes a lot of experience in game to get used to that. So you try and work your way up there, and I would say I've become a little bit better at building. I think it's just when you have to find the best time to build. When you're getting shot at, you want to put up a shield. Yeah, that's great. But I mean, you also gotta make sure that nobody's coming from behind. I've been killed from behind so many times that I've become like this little paranoid freak playing Fortnite. I have to look around my shoulder every single time and make sure that I'm good. But I mean, I think the cool thing about Fortnite is it's different, and the thing that makes it so challenging is that there's so many different aspects to the game. You have to build stuff, you have to get your weapons, you have to kill people, you have to make sure that you're within the storm. So I think it's a cool game, and I'd like to see what they're going to build off of it. But I think the Battle Royale with the duos and the squad, I think it really adds to the aspect of the game. And I probably played
a Battle Royale
just this week, probably 20 hours, and I think I've gotten a lot better since the first hour playing for sure.
Press X.
Oh, that's right. So
we're coaching Dan through getting into solo.
No, I did that the other day. I was trying to do solo, and I had a teammate. I'm like, why is this guy talking to me right now? I don't want to talk to you.
Please, man.
Leave me alone. And I realized we're on the same team.
Don't you love that when Rando Calrissian, when you don't intentionally do a team game, and then Rando Calrissian comes in and he's like,
All right, so we're going to go to point B, 7D-6, 75 degrees north. Go!
And you're like, who is this?
Then
what is going on
upset
here?
when you don't follow.
You're abandoning the plan! Abandoning plan, okay?
Get out of here, man.
Any guess at how far I'm going to go?
I say you
Top
make
10.
it to between 60 and 70.
Yeah, he's going to go lower than that because he's probably going to chill, and he's probably going to go out deep and then get all of his resources.
I say he dies by the storm. I say he dies by the storm.
By the way, viewers, here at Insane Games, we can turn Fortnite on like that.
I say top 30. I say top 30. I'll give Dan the benefit of the doubt just because he's playing safe.
I kind of want it to end quick, so this will be a classic where it'll go forever and I'll last a long time.
Jump, Dan.
I think I'm gonna go over.
Open the map.
I don't need to. Why? I don't need to open the
It
map.
takes a long time, so it could take up to, I would say, I was in one game that took like 20 minutes. It was crazy.
He didn't open the map.
I don't need to
It's
open
like
the map.
cutting. It's like cutting but without measuring. You didn't measure. You didn't measure.
You only do the map when there's multiple people.
No,
when you're by
you look at
yourself,
the
I
map
don't
to
need
see
to
where
do
the
that.
bus is gonna go, so you can see where traffic is coming from. Ah!
Dave, I think you're looking into a little too much.
No, this
Dave's
is why.
right, Dave's right.
This is why I
Of
always
course,
finish in
Tyler's
the
gonna
top
agree with
10.
Oh no, there are people all around me. This isn't gonna end long.
You want to know if you open the map? You didn't measure.
Go in there and go to the right.
There's a guy
To the
already
right.
up there.
Yeah, you gotta hurry and get something.
Get a gun so you can handle him.
Oh, God.
A pistol? You might as well spit at him.
It's better than the pickaxe.
Hey, I got my first kill with a pistol, Dave. Know
all
your
right.
role.
All right.
Oh no!
And 89th. I was wrong, you were wrong, and you were wrong.
Whatever.
Closest.
Our hopes were all too high
I did
for him.
see how you died though, Dan. The glare off your forehead really helped.
Cool. Cool.
There is a lot of luck in this, though, too, with how the storm
No,
comes.
it really is. It just depends where you land.
Mike, you want to try one real quick before I turn it off? No. Come on, give the people what they want.
All right. You're gonna have to switch with me, though. I'm gonna have to take the captain's chair.
Challenge day.
Should we take a quick break for the camera?
Sure.
NASA!
So, we take it back.
For Mike to play some Fortnite.
We'll be right back with Mike Batista dominating on Fortnite.
And we're back, episode 8. What's going on here? Mike's over here. I'm over here.
It's weird over on
We're
this
all
side.
changing.
Ooh!
Mike's going on Fortnite, so we're.
Dan, can you give us an update on how that chair feels?
It's there's no padding on this chair whatsoever. Mike has padded it all down. There's no cushion.
Is it
It's
kind
not-
of moist over there?
Is it particularly warm?
Slimy?
No, I
did
don't like
fart.
how low it is. So Tyler can't see, so Dave and I will do play-by-play.
Oh, we got color commentary.
Oh, great.
We had to get
We'll
a
do
proper
play-by-play so
position
Tyler
here.
can
Wait a
watch.
minute. So what color commentary team are we imitating here? There's a lot of them.
I don't know.
All right, I guess.
I could be John Gruden. Oh God, look at that.
You're definitely not.
Here you go,
John-
Dave,
you're
the
Sean
map.
McDonough.
I could do that. I could do- he
You
does the
see
same
that?
thing
You see
here.
that? That's good strategy he's got going on. He opened the
going
map.
right to the Dusty
He's picking
Depot.
a point. He's going
Okay,
straight
Mike has
to
jumped
Dusty
out.
Depot.
He's flying.
I'm going straight for action.
He's going straight for action. He's looking to die immediately.
He's
What
getting
are
that.
we saying?
Getting
How
them
long he's
kills
gonna
up.
last?
I'm saying he's gonna go two above me, 87.
So you're saying 87th? Tyler, what do you got Mike at?
Whoa, where's he going?
He's going
going
right
Dusty
in the
Depot.
middle.
So what's the middle? Where is he going?
Dusty Depot.
Dusty Depot.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say 60th.
Look at all those people
I'm
around.
saying
There's no way
75.
he
I might have to go back here.
I'm gonna once again say the
Abort.
top
Abort.
10.
Oh no, this is even worse.
Actually, I must say Mike is pretty good at the game,
Mike's
and I
not
like
bad.
playing with Mike in duos. He's just run off in his own way
Oh, no.
like Dan does.
Mike has
And
no
then dies.
supplies. He tried to go for a gold chest and couldn't get it.
Oh, please.
Now he's ultimately screwed.
I need stuff.
It's all about survival, just like
Need
Leonardo
stuff.
DiCaprio in Revenant.
I'm making so much.
No! Don't prove me wrong!
Oh god. Oh, it's over. It's way over.
Over.
Oh please, now I find.
Oh, 84! I was almost there. I was dying. He
85,
died in a minute.
85th. Too bad you guessed the exact spot.
I said 87.
You went
Is that
over.
what Dave's gonna play?
You went
David,
over.
you wanna try one real
Prices-
quick?
Sure. You
Make
went
it a
over
round
Price is
robin.
Right rules.
What a shame.
Whoever finished lowest gets a prize. A punch in the face.
No!
Oh god, the Dave
So Dan,
chair.
where'd you finish?
89th.
Wow.
I did awful.
I didn't even get any stuff.
Awful.
Dave, you have to finish better than 84th. The bar has been set. Pretty
All right.
freaking low.
All
Dave,
right.
Dave be like, I'm just gonna go out to the ocean.
I'm gonna say 75.
Too late.
So we've got some good comments from Bren Diesel and Amp
hit
Slayer.
play, so we're-
Who's going to be John Madden? I don't know who's going to be John Madden. It'll chums out.
You see here, you go to
Actually, Tyler should play John Madden because he sees about as much as John Madden would when he was actually at the games.
Oh, very true.
I'm typing something on here, Dave. It's not offensive.
What?
Just to Manquan.
Oh, yeah.
Way delayed, but
Manquan.
Way delayed.
You'll see
I
it.
was playing duos and I finished top 3.
Boom, ice
it was
picks.
a
It's
very
we gotta-
satisfying night for me. When I
Nice.
finished top 3.
We got a request from Not Too Shazzy. When is Halo? We should
good.
definitely keep that on the ticket of games that we will
Not
stream.
Too Shazzy wants nothing to do with Halo.
Speaking of Halo, I put this Halo helmet in front of me.
Whose
so I
helmet
could
is that, Tyler?
Potentially smash it because I
You
think
do
it's
not
awesome.
deserve that Halo helmet for someone who never plays Halo. Hates
should be-
Halo.
I stand here down in Florida with all your technological advancements up there in New York, and I will smash this Halo helmet.
Tyler, whose helmet is that?
it's not challenge day though.
Whose Halo helmet is it? I have no idea.
It's mine.
Well, no.
No.
Who does it belong
who
to?
in the Halo universe, if anybody, wears that helmet?
Jump,
You do
Dave.
not deserve to wear this helmet.
Who's the character that wears that helmet?
If someone does.
Wait, are you saying what's his name?
Yeah.
Who's the main character of Halo?
Mr. Chief?
No, you gave him the answer. You could have been.
I know Halo. I'm not stupid. I mean, it's a stupid game.
Whoa!
It's trash.
Oh, after Halo 2,
It's a
it is
dumpster
pretty water
fire, which
garbage.
Dumpster fire was just added to the Webster Dictionary. I'm surprised they didn't put a picture of Master Chief right next to it.
It's pretty much a trash bag
Wow.
outside of.
Can you turn him around so he doesn't have to watch?
Dave's about to get destroyed. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
You continue to insult him.
Technically, if I turn him around, he's going to be looking at me, insulting him. I'd rather.
You won't say it to his face.
Dave, you gotta get a gun. There's someone on you. Dave's running around the jail cell, the prison.
There's no audio either. That's a big part of Fortnite. I would have heard people. Yeah, right.
Oh my god! The controller tells you someone's shooting at you.
Yeah, but it's easier to play when you have an actual headset on.
Yeah, true. You can hear people around
The
you.
controller tells you when you got shot. You know how else you know you got shot? You died.
Like I knew, like when I put, you can hear people above you if you're in the house or something. It actually is pretty helpful. Dave can't find the gun. He picked up 2 traps but can't find the gun.
Can't find a gun again, and so I'm going to get killed in these
And there's
prison
definitely
cells.
at least 4 or 5 people running around them.
Oh,
A
you
third
find it.
trap,
Getting all the traps.
no gun.
No, just put a bunch of traps down, Dave.
I don't want to.
You know, I don't think I've ever been hit by a trap yet in this game.
It's not fun.
Well, if you put some traps around, you get hit.
Dave, you're probably
I
passing
like the
guns.
implication that if Dan put some traps down, Dan would get hit by them.
He would get hit by his own traps.
Life,
Hands up.
life finds a way.
Who was dying from their own traps yesterday? Was that you?
Young Padawan was doing that.
Who's that?
Come on. The new guy.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Oh, Dalton was dying from his own traps yesterday.
How do you die from your own traps?
I don't know, but twice he said, "Oh, I hit my own trap again."
He threw them all over the ground and then ran over the traps that he had set.
You mean grenades? He was probably.
No, he had traps.
He quite literally filled the floor with traps and then walked all over them and set them off and killed himself.
Dave right now is 59.
Because he hasn't seen anyone this
He hasn't
entire
seen a
time.
soul yet.
There's 3 people in the prison. I watched them land. I'm just not.
Oh, they may not be in the prison anymore. Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
my God, he's eliminated.
I won! I'm
54th
the
place.
If
best.
he had audio, he would have. Oh, come on.
Hey, give me the captain chair back.
Wait, I have to turn off Tyler.
I can't wait to get out of that chair.
It's not bad.
Too small for him.
I sit there when
Well,
Dave's
there you
not
go.
around.
Everyone got a dose of Fortnite.
I wish I did better, but
Little old Tyler.
I mean, Tyler, you could play Fortnite and we could, yell at the TV while you're playing.
we could
No,
do the
that's fine.
M'Baku challenge again.
I have respect for you guys. Unlike reversal, you guys don't respect me.
Sitting here like a fool, watching the game off Dan's forehead.
As you can see, that game was a disgrace. All of our performances were awful.
It was on the spot.
But
if you manage to catch them live sometime during the week when they're playing and they're not having to focus on doing the podcast as well, you will
actually,
hopefully
Boner,
see
you
better.
didn't play.
I've never played before, so that would be...
We just played for the first time 2 days ago.
So in other words, you want me to sit down and beat your score having never played the game before?
Well, it's not that hard. You can just pretty much walk to the ocean and sit there.
Come on.
It's a legitimate strategy!
See, I went to the Dusty Depot. 2 battles. Actually, I pulled away.
Some video game talk. We got a lot of stuff coming out in March, even though we're almost like halfway through March.
A lot of news releases this week too.
Well, what got released?
Nintendo Switch, Super Smash Bros.
That's right. Black Ops 4 got
Black Ops 4.
got announced.
Crash Bandicoot for Xbox.
Oh, that's right.
And PC. And Fortnite on mobile. They're coming out with it on mobile.
Time
now.
to go mobile.
I'm gonna be playing Fortnite in class.
So, what do we think this week for stud or dud? We got what do we got coming out first? Here we got
Kirby All-Star Allies?
Yep, we got Kirby Star Allies. I'm not a
All-Star.
Kirby fan, so I can't really judge on it.
No, being that I don't own a Switch and I'm not very tempted by it, I'm going to say dud. Not really a temptation, and it's not getting me to go to the store to buy a Switch.
Mike?
It'll sell to everybody that has a Switch probably. Kirby's pretty popular, so it's done.
Tyler?
I'm going stud. I watched a little bit of it. It looked pretty good. I think Kirby always sells, and I think she will continue to always sell. It's a she, right? Or she's not. She doesn't have a gender.
What?
No gender.
I don't know.
I think
never
it's a
played Kirby,
boy.
so I couldn't answer that question.
I know Kirby's named after.
Boner,
Jack.
do you know?
Here, let me Google
I
it.
think Kirby is a guy.
Let me Google Kirby, boy or girl.
Kirby is a guy's name, isn't it? Kirby? Does
Back
anyone know a Kirby?
It's like saying Gumby is a guy
Hello,
or girl
I'm telling you,
name.
Dan.
What?
It's named after Jack Kirby, the guy
Oh.
that won Nintendo its lawsuit.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Boy,
You guys know anything about the history of Nintendo? Well,
he is referred to as little boy in the in a lot of the
there
game
you go.
books.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there we
So,
go.
That answers that. I think he'll be a stud based off the fact that it's probably going to be one of the pioneer or one of the main headline games of the Switch right now because I think they're lacking a lot. I think it'll be. I think the people of Switch are looking for something new to play. I think they're going to probably get a little tired of Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart and Zelda. So I think Kirby kind of falls in that genre. So I think that'll be a stud for the Switch. They need it. Burnout Paradise Remastered coming out for Xbox One, PlayStation 4. I'm going to say that will probably be a stud. I think the first one, I think the original one was a good one. I think all the Burnout series were pretty popular. And I think there hasn't been a single one released for Xbox One or PlayStation 4 yet. So I'm going to go with stud.
I'm also going to say stud. I owned Burnout Paradise on Xbox 360. I really enjoyed that game. I love the Burnout franchise and how they allow your car to be damaged. You can annihilate other racers, things like that. Burnout
can you also
Paradise
customize it?
to a certain degree, but not as much.
Right.
You just get like really cool looking cars. You can customize like the color and things like that, but you can't like Frankenstein monster your own car. But nothing short of that. Some of the races are a little bit repetitive in Burnout Paradise, but I'm still going to say that it's going to do studly. Although, it will probably carry the very bald price tag in Dan's language of $39.99.
$39.99.
$99.
It's Colonel Dan here down at Insane Games. Paradise for $39.99.
I think it's a pretty legitimate statement.
Should
If it's
we-
not $59.99, it's not a legit game.
Should we campaign to have Dan Shevlin be the next Kentucky Fried Colonel?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I hate
I would
Kentucky
love that.
Fried Chicken food.
Post the poll on
That's
Twitter.
absurd.
Dan Shevlin for Colonel.
KFC after this now too.
I might have to as well.
Nope, I do not want any
have to get
Kentucky
myself
Fried
You don't
bucket
have
of
to eat it.
chicken.
You just have to hold it up and
No.
go, finger looking good. See? I'm the Colonel.
Dave Man, the Colonel.
What's not finger looking good is games that are $39.99.
Don't be disappointed by $39.99 games. Buy my $5 fill-up.
Dan would make a good Colonel.
That's a good slogan, Dave. I like it.
I don't know. Nope. I think we'll pass on
Have
that.
Dan Shevlin push over Ric Flair. Get out of here. I'm not really the Colonel.
Tyler, you think you have
He's
an
gonna
opinion
rock
about
bottom
Burnout?
Reba McEntire.
So the rock for this move once, I'll try now.
You have, an
Uses fake Muay Thai moves.
you have an opinion on Burnout?
I know Burnout Paradise had a really, really dope soundtrack. So
Yes, it did.
I'm gonna say stud for that reason, and that reason alone.
Wait, that game might have a different soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because the licensing,
$39.99. They have the same soundtrack.
they have to re-up all those licenses for those sounds. The game, because it's like Guns N' Roses and a bunch of them.
Well, if they have to re-up on that, then it might actually be $59.99. That takes a lot of work to do. Or
Don't
they
be
take it out
fooled.
for
Mike, did you answer yet?
Well, I'm gonna be a hater and say dud because I think Burnout's stupid. Just to play Need for Speed or Forza or something.
Hey,
I agree.
hey, you've got a valid point. Valid point. Burnout was a game that came
Mario
out.
Kart or something.
But Burnout. But it's a good point. Burnout came out the same, like all these other games were there, and then like you had your little cousin running up, like, wait, my game does car damage, and everyone was like, get over yourself.
Devil May Cry HD collection. Yikes. Immediate dud.
Oh man.
Why? Because it's $39.99?
Yeah, I just don't think the
Yeah,
HD
that is
collection
true.
games do that well. They don't live up to what they don't really redo anything. It's I don't know.
I think the
I
HD
like 'em.
collection games are a great thing to have when they are pre-owned in the store because they always sell.
Right.
But I feel like when they're new, they don't sell as
Exactly.
much. I don't know why, but
That's kind
I
of true.
think I never played Devil May Cry, but I think it's gonna be a dud.
I like it. I think it'll be a stud. I played a couple. I like the quick-paced action games. I'll probably get it, especially if it's $20. I think that's the good
So
number.
you think $19.99? Ooh, Dan won't even look at it. You can
Most
hold,
of these remasters are 20, so
you can hold it up and Dan will like see straight through the disc.
I don't know.
I think-
some of them are $59.99. Some of the HD ones.
I think that game is going to be a dud. The Devil May Cry series pooped on their fan base by redesigning Dante and making all of the internet ragers mad, and they pooped all over the most recent release, and so they won't be coming back.
So did they change them in the old games too? They went and they
I don't think
reskinned them.
they will, but I think
As I
that
said,
you'll.
they might like it because of that.
But I think once you've dragged a turd across the carpet in the living room, it's a white carpet. It ain't gonna come out. All right.
I
No,
suppose.
but if you give someone a picture of that carpet before the turd was on it, and it's a better quality picture than they had before, they're gonna go for it. I'm gonna say stud because PS2 era game, popular when PS2 was king of the mountain. Couple generations later, they want it high def. I'm gonna say stud.
That is very true.
It's $29.99, by the way. Devil May Cry HD.
Too rich for my blood.
Mike ain't buying it. The one sale they were going to get in Queensbury, New York, gone.
I'll wait for it used.
Wow. Burnout Paradise, $39.99.
Yeah!
Even that's ahead of the Devil May Cry.
Burnout Paradise,
$39.
99.
And by the way, they also did a Devil May Cry HD collection for PlayStation 3 and 360. I think one is enough.
Yep, and it did not sell well
I
there.
suppose.
Right now, by the way, it's selling for $14.99 pre-owned.
I'm definitely getting KFC after this. For even that fill up.
So, so next week,
KFC sponsor us.
next week
be
we have a
awesome.
pretty big week of games as well. Sea of Thieves. They had a beta open this weekend for free. I wasn't try it. Maybe I will try it tonight before it closes.
It's closed. I think.
Oh, did it already close?
That's what the germ cat was saying. Germ boy.
I was I like the idea of Sea of Thieves having a bunch of people on one ship.
It was really cool.
And you kind of go, I think that'd be, I originally thought it was everyone had their own ship, but if you're all on one ship and you're trying to conquer others, I can see it being
It was
kind of
me,
a fun team.
Don't you need VR for that
Did
though?
you see
No.
what I, did you
Oh.
see what I said on the paper?
finally an Xbox One exclusive. For
Say
us to
that
talk
as
about.
well. That as well. But
Pure Farming 2018.
That game is gonna. That one right there. Definitively, I'm gonna tell you.
What's on the
Stud.
notes for that one, Dan?
Stud.
Right up Boater's alley.
No, not for Boater. But
But that's what's on the sheet. I
Those-
see it, Tyler. Thank you.
Is that a game that
Those-
you will play though?
I haven't done any of the farming sim ones. I do Truck
Those
Simulator
games sell-
only. Excuse me and thank you very much.
those games sell so well.
They do.
People are always asking about them.
Farming Simulator.
What?
I thought Boater said he played Farming Simulator.
He does
Nope.
a truck.
Truck Sim, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Sim 2.
Which is way better anyway.
But the thing about those games and why they sell is because it's a chill out game. You can take it and put it on and just kind of. You don't have to worry about strategy.
So it's you would say a low sodium game. It is
Yeah.
it
It
is
is
a
very
salt free
low- yes.
zone.
There's some salt.
There's a
in there.
low
You can
sodium
throw some
diet.
Salt, right? Throw some salt.
Maybe.
You know what, Tyler? I bet you will find out.
A Way Out. I've heard a lot about that one. That
that
would
should be
a good
fun.
one.
What's that? Did not hear anything
I
about
just
that
heard,
one.
well, I haven't heard about the game. I've heard a lot of people asking about it when they come in. So I think it's one of those unique
Co-op
games.
game where two people got to break out of prison
Co-op,
together,
yeah.
like Shawshank Redemption business.
Attack of the
Wow.
Titan. I know nothing
Attack
about.
on
On
Titan.
your Titan. Sorry.
Attack on Titan. It's an anime.
An Attack on Titan. Read the goddamn
What did I
script.
say? Attack on the Titan.
You said first you said the Attack on the Titan, and then you said Attack on the Titan.
Attack on Titan. Stupid name.
Let's go back.
Done
to
already before we even get to it.
Attack on Titan 2. All right.
Dumb name.
So was there already an Attack on Titan game?
Yes.
Does anyone
Did
even
it
know?
bomb?
Because-
No,
Popular.
it,
was one
it
that
did
did
really
it.
well, but because it was a limit, they did the one thing they should do. Animes do not sell to many people. There's not as many people watching animes as there are watching the NFL, so they didn't like over-arc the game. Not a lot of people had them. Like your local store would have had 3 copies max. And so all of them sold out. The game looked really good, and everyone had trouble finding it. So Attack on Titan 2 looks like it will be a stud.
Because I was worried about it.
We're not doing it yet. I'm only saying it, Doug, because the name is stupid.
Well, we know what Dave wants.
Jeez.
Dave, you don't even have to show up next week.
Good.
See, I wonder because
You get the week off.
like I remember, like 10 years ago working in video game stores and Avatar was sitting on the PS2 shelf and never sold. Great property, game was meh. So I wondered if
And
this would be the
people
same
knew
thing.
that, but Attack on Titan, they put a lot of effort into the original
Alright,
game.
cool.
The mechanics make sense
Stop!
to the
We
anime.
have that segment next week.
Okay.
Why is it on the sheet this week?
By the
some
way, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. Did anyone play the first one in the first place?
I did, and I really, really loved it. It wasn't as good as Assassin's Creed 4, but it was still really, really good.
We're not talking about it.
It was a $39.99 basically.
If there's anything you can get from this podcast, it's that $39.99, and it's always challenge day.
It's challenging.
Wait a minute. And also 3 and 11, bald, salty,
No,
wet.
he's just saying this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Dan is bald, so that also includes it in this episode.
Episode 8,
And you're short.
$39.99.
Wow.
I think
I'm
episode
going to
8
the gym
challenge
there,
day.
Fatboy Slim. Stop saying that.
Dan actually
It's not
smacked
even-
his head off the spike over here this week, and he has a little scab right there.
Are you okay?
Zach,
Yeah, I'm fine.
That sounds like that hurt.
I've
Well, I don't
never
know why
seen
you're
someone
laughing
hit it
about
that
that.
hard.
You were here.
Look
When
at it.
you
It's a
came
little. It's a
No.
little baby
What-
cut.
what-
It's
what
not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal, but I've done that before.
How mad was Dan when he did that?
He actually wasn't that mad. He was
Pretty big
appalled.
Temper tantrums.
No, I wasn't that mad.
He was like, "Is this bleeding?" With a paper towel, and I was like, "Oh my god."
no, that's when the guy came in that I got
Oh
into
yeah,
an argument
then
with.
you were upset, but
3-star Dan back in action.
I love that he said it. We didn't.
We can start getting to the agenda of everything that has happened in this podcast as well.
All right, maybe.
All I know is we won't get into
Let's start
specifics.
Restart Dan.
We won't get into specifics, but I had a guy this week come in. It was 8:02. Mike was already walking the garbage out to the trash, came back in, was picking everything up, I was doing a closeout, and this guy comes speeding up, walks in. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "What time you close?" I go, 8 o'clock. He goes, "What time is it?" I go, 8:04. He goes, "Oh, okay," and proceeded to go about something he was unhappy with. But I was like, technically closed, but
your
okay.
response should have been, "We closed 4 minutes ago," or "We are closed," and then
Well,
just
the
shut
fact
the
of the matter is
door.
I had the door unlocked, so it's my fault right off to begin with. So I'm not even gonna.
Dan went out of his way to help him out, though, and that's the quality service we offer at Insane Games. We will stay open for you if you need something. We're always there
I've had that happen. I have been.
There's
Someone has
press-
called.
to give you a hug.
So you know what that reminds me of? So Dan helped a customer after hours. That is in fact a 4-star Dan.
I even opened an hour before we technically open.
We need the meme where it's Dan and having the 3-star review and then the upgrade thing. It's Dan after with the customer. 4 stars.
So as of today, episode 8, 4-star Dan. Congratulations, sir. Bravo.
Congratulations on your gold star, Dan.
Disc tray for the last week, anyone? Anyone doing anything different? Nothing really in my disc tray. I just been playing Fortnite. Actually, we played Call of Duty Ghosts a couple weeks earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Dog got a showdown that he needed. Was running his lips about beating me in the first game. In the second game, I got 29 kills over him.
But what happened in the game that you and I were in together?
I was working in the store, Mike.
Mr. Negative, I was on the top of the leaderboard.
You were not on the top of the leaderboard. You got 13 kills.
I
and
went
you
16
finished
and
third.
16,
You
even.
finished third. I was fourth.
Not negative.
And I had customers that were at the counter. Tyler, you been doing anything?
What's in your disc tray?
So, did you help those customers, Dan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
4-star Dan.
That should make me 5 stars, giving up a Call of Duty game.
Nope.
Oh, especially when he lost the belt to me pretty much right then
You
and
did
there.
not lose the belt, Mike. Dave, what have you been up to?
I have been playing WWE 2K17. I downloaded some pretty sweet community creations. Have been having my ECW boys run roughshod over the SmackDown and Raw rosters, taking all the titles fairly, by the way. And been enjoying that. Been enjoying that quite a lot.
We get Mikey Whipwreck on this show or what?
We may very well be having a Mikey Whipwreck appearing on the program. I've been in talks with him to have him on. I may or may not have gone
What does talks include, Dave?
to Twitter conversations, and then also going to prowrestlingtees.com/Mikey Whipwreck and buying his sweet design.
Well, that should right
make
there.
it
He should be happy with that plug.
He's got 3 kids and he's got to put them through college. Help him 1 t-shirt at a time.
Speaking of getting on the show, I want Xavier Woods from WWE Video Game Channel, Up, Down, Down, somehow coming on this podcast. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off, but I am starting a campaign to make it happen. Starting with having this pop right over there. Xavier Woods. Pull it up, Mike.
Please.
I mean, you've had
Xavier Woods, we want you on the show.
It's challenge day, Xavier Woods.
And we won't stop until we make it happen. I won't stop until I make it happen. You
my
three
next
probably don't
episode-
care.
I would,
Mike in his head going, Xavier Woods, I don't know WWE that well.
If he likes the video games, I'll respect it, but not WWE. What a shame.
He has a channel. We watch it, Up, Down, Down all the time. He's the one that has a unicorn on his head for a new day.
Yeah, I know who he
It's
is.
a new day. Yes, it is.
I know who he is.
Mike, what have you been doing? You been playing anything?
Fortnite, and last night I tried Sea of Thieves. It's pretty cool.
You been playing Monster Hunter?
Yeah, that's good.
God.
Did I say that last week?
You dropped it very casually last week. You didn't. Actually, you didn't even say it on the show. You said it after.
Stud?
Oh, what a shame.
Stud, Mike?
Which one? We
Monster
said
Hunter, Monster Hunter World.
Hunter?
It's a stud.
It's a
Me and my
stud.
brother play it, and it's
Confirmed.
awesome. Yeah. I would recommend it to all. But Sea of Thieves, you can vote to put one of your crewmates in the brig.
God.
And that was my favorite part of the game. So awesome.
You make Jeremy every time?
No, you can only play with like 2 or 4 So we only had 3 people, so we had one random always joining.
So you always put the
So we
random?
put him right in the break as soon as he got in. And I was getting mean messages and stuff, but
Oh god. Boater, what have you been playing?
Real-time strategy game called Stellaris. I just checked Steam and I've dumped 72 hours into the game in the last 12 days.
Nice.
Nice. There you go. There you go. We're all over the place in different games we're playing. Okay, that's it. I don't think there's anything else to go over. We're getting to our limit anyway. Make sure you check out Saratoga Comic Con in 3 weeks. We'll all be there. We're still trying to get somehow live podcasts at that show. Maybe some guest interviews, us walking around talking to some panelists, talking to some other people. Definitely come check out our booth or come check us out. Make sure you subscribe and like our page at Insane Video Games on Twitter, Insane Games. Wait, where are we? We're Insane Games NYFL on Facebook, Insane Games on Twitter, Insane Games on Twitch.
We're pod_BTC on Twitter.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right, there
Yes.
you go. Tyler has it. Tyler runs a Twitter account, so there you go.
No, I don't.
Twitch
Why are you
is
just giving up my cover like that, Dan?
Twitch is Insane Video Games. We're also on Behind the Counter on YouTube. Full episode we posted on there Monday night. Otherwise, you've been watching us live on Twitch and Facebook. Anything else before we close out? Any comments on social media, Dave? Any call-outs?
There was a request for this.
is it the Russian music?
Oh, I should have done that one. No.
The Russian?
Do the face, please.
Yo,
Hey, don't
go
do
up
the
to the
thing.
camera, do the face, and then go boo.
And we're out.